Welcome back to our channel, where we embark on an exciting journey to explore the fascinating world of rare coins and their remarkable stories. Today, we dive into the extraordinary tale of the 1968 1-cent coin, a seemingly ordinary piece of currency that has transcended its value as mere pocket change and instead transformed into a staggering collector's item worth an astonishing $124 million. You might be wondering how a single penny could command such an eye-popping price, and the answer lies in a series of mistakes and errors that occurred during its minting process, turning this coin into an anomaly that has captured the attention of numismatists and collectors alike. When we think about money and coins, we often emphasize their face value and practical uses. However, the realm of numismatics unveils a treasure trove of tales that bring coins to life, revealing their hidden significance and unique attributes that can elevate them beyond their intended denominations. The 1968 penny is one such example, and the story of its errors, defects, and subsequent valuation is one that intertwines craftsmanship, human error, and the whims of market demand. To understand the value of this rare coin, we must explore the context in which it was created. The United States Mint, founded in 1792, has a long-standing legacy of producing currency and commemorative coins, yet even the most seasoned mint workers can make mistakes. In the case of the 1968 penny, a small oversight during the engraving process led to one of the most remarkable numismatic phenomena in history. The 1968 penny was minted in Denver, and these coins were part of a minting effort aimed at meeting the increased demand for coins in circulation during the late 1960s. As more Americans turned to everyday spending, the U.S. Mint ramped up production, working diligently to create millions of pennies to satisfy this demand. However, the urgent production schedules, combined with the complexity of engravings and coin striking processes, introduced opportunities for human error and machine malfunctions that eventually led to the creation of this remarkable anomaly. Within the collection of 1968 pennies, a handful emerged with astonishing mistakes that rendered them unique. One of the primary errors is attributed to the incorrect placement of the mint mark, which denotes the location where the coin was produced. Traditionally, the mint mark for the Denver Mint appears prominently on the obverse side near the bottom of the coin, just below Abraham Lincoln's shoulder. However, in a group of 1968 pennies, certain coins exhibited abnormalities, including misaligned mint marks or even the absence of them altogether. Such discrepancies were quickly recognized by discerning collectors and sparked intrigue within the numismatic community. The intrigue deepened further when some of these coins were discovered with additional striking errors, such as doubling or misaligned dies. Striking errors occur when the coin is pressed by the dies, and any inconsistency in this process might cause various fascinating defects. For example, doubling occurs when the images on the coin appear to have overlapping or blurry outlines, creating an illusion of depth and movement that captivates collectors' eyes. Coins featuring such errors are often deemed double die coins, which are among the most sought-after items in numismatic circles. Collectors recognize that the rarity and characteristics of these errors contribute significantly to a coin's overall value, and the more pronounced and distinct the error, the higher the price tag. Another fascinating aspect of the 1968 1-cent coin lies in the notion of desirability and collector sentiment. The world of numismatics is not just driven by rarity, it is also fueled by emotions, personal histories, and connections that collectors have with particular coins. For some, finding a 1968 penny with notable errors might ignite a spark of nostalgia, reminding them of stories passed down through generations, while for others, it represents an opportunity to connect with the history and craftsmanship that underpin American currency. Collectors are often drawn to stories of remarkable journeys and hidden treasures, making the 1968 D penny a coin that continues to grow in significance over time. As news of this exceptional penny filtered through the numismatic community, collectors and investors alike began to pay closer attention. Coin auctions saw a surge in interest, with avid bidders vying for the chance to own a piece of history that not only carries monetary value, but also weaves a narrative rich with mystery and allure. The potential for profit through the purchase and sale of rare coins, like the 1968 D penny, has led many to view numismatics as both a passion and an investment opportunity, further contributing to the inflation of prices associated with such errors in the market. The price has been driven upward not only by rarity, but also by the frustration potential owners face. Individuals may spend countless hours searching through coin rolls at banks, inspecting pocket change, or scouring flea markets, hoping to stumble upon that elusive gem that could reshape their financial future. With the minting of billions of pennies each year, the odds of finding a rare error coin can feel like a modern-day treasure hunt, where avid collectors are both drawn to the thrill of discovery and motivated by the potential value that these coins may hold. Given its remarkable valuation of $124 million, this penny has stimulated discussions and conversations around the world, captivating audiences in ways that extend beyond conventional coin collecting. The impact of social media has allowed information about the 1968 D penny to spread like wildfire, encouraging a new generation of enthusiasts to explore the history behind rare coins, engravings, and the stories they tell. As collectors and investors share their own experiences and findings in online forums, social platforms, and video channels, they enhance the collective understanding surrounding the appreciation for coins, like the 1968 D penny, and the nuances that make them noteworthy. As the landscape of numismatics continues to evolve, one can only speculate about the future trajectory of the rare coin market and the lasting significance of the 1968 D penny. Will we witness more extraordinary finds that captivate collectors and investors? Will other coins from the late 60s experience similar price surges? The answers to these questions will undoubtedly shape the way we view not just currency, but also the stories that intertwine with our everyday lives. With a unique charm shaped by human error and the passage of time, the 1968 D 1-cent coin stands not only as an example of a remarkable mistake, but as a symbol of how value can be imprinted onto objects through narrative and history, transforming ordinary items into extraordinary treasures. So, the next time you find yourself holding a penny, take a moment to appreciate its potential beyond just its face value and remember that hidden within everyday items might just lie a story waiting to be uncovered, one that has the power to redefine history and financial worth in ways we could never imagine. Thank you for joining us today as we peeled back the layers of the 1968 D penny and delved into its incredible journey from mint to the realms of rarity and value. We hope you found this exploration as captivating as we did. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more enthralling episodes that illuminate the hidden gems of the numismatic world. Until next time, keep searching for those hidden treasures, and who knows what remarkable stories you might uncover. Today, we're going to take you on an intriguing journey into the realm of numismatics, focusing on a coin that has astonished collectors and investors alike, the 1974 D 1-cent coin, which boasts an outrageous valuation of $281 million, thanks to a series of mistakes and minting anomalies that transformed it from a piece of everyday currency into an extraordinary collector's item. You might be puzzled as to how a single penny can escalate to such astronomical heights in terms of worth, and the answer lies deeply embedded in the fascinating circumstances surrounding its minting process and the errors that have made it a sensation within the numismatic community. It is important to recognize that the tale of the 1974 D penny did not begin when the coin was minted, but rather it traces back to the late 1960s and early 1970s, a time marked by significant socioeconomic changes in the United States that heightened the demand for various denominations of coinage. The United States Mint was responding to an ever-increasing need for coins, pumping out millions of 1-cent pieces to cater to a thriving economy. During this period, the U.S. was experiencing inflation and increasing production costs, compelling the Mint to introduce efficiencies in manufacturing processes. It was during this time that the 1974 D 1-cent coin entered production at the Denver Mint, but little did anyone know that a combination of human error and defective machinery would lead to the birth of a coin that would eventually become legendary in the eyes of collectors. The coin itself might initially appear like any other penny, but hidden within this unassuming piece of currency are characteristics and disparities that distinguish it from its peers, ultimately contributing to its immense value. Among the most prominent errors associated with the 1974 D penny is the infamous double die phenomenon, a term that refers to coins that exhibit noticeable doubling on the faces of the coin, typically caused by a misalignment during the striking process. In the case of the 1974 D penny, certain examples of the coin emerged with enlarged features that allowed the minutiae of the engravings to shimmer and dazzle collectors. The doubling can be especially noticeable on the word liberty and the phrase, "In God we trust," presenting an alluring visual spectacle that lures enthusiasts from all walks of life. It is precisely this kind of error that elevates the 1974 D penny to its elevated status in the world of numismatics, as collectors hunt down these exceptional pieces to enhance their collections, often resulting in intense bidding wars during auctions. The discovery of this variant unleashed a frenzy among collectors eager to snag their own double die example, and as the news of its existence spread, prices soared to unprecedented heights. Moreover, some versions of the 1974 D penny came with additional and rarer production flaws, including the error known as the filled die. This occurs when debris or metal fills in the design of the coin's die, leading to a muted appearance in some sections of the stamp design. In the case of the 1974 D 1-cent coin, certain specimens display this intriguing defect, further solidifying their desirability among collectors, particularly those who have a penchant for rare errors. Such coins, with their striking anomalies, serve as reminders of the complexities surrounding coin production, how machinery that typically adheres to exquisitely engineered standards can falter, resulting in captivating moments in minting history. While the rarity of the 1974 D penny with its remarkable errors is a primary factor in its valuation, it is essential to comprehend the emotional and psychological aspects that dictate a collector's willingness to invest significant sums of money into such items. For many collectors, ownership of rare coins represents not just a financial investment, but also a connection to history, art, and the shared experience of collectors across generations. As a passion-driven pursuit, the world of coin collecting inspires individuals to engage with history intimately. They seek to own pieces of a bygone era that tell stories of resilience, artistry, and even happenstance. The fervor surrounding the 1974 D penny exemplifies this passionate engagement, as collectors often establish personal narratives around the acquisition and preservation of their coins, portraying them as custodians of antiquity. An important facet of the allure of the 1974 D penny lies in the broader culture surrounding collectibles. In recent years, the market for rare numismatic items has seen a dramatic increase in interest, thanks in part to a blend of traditional auctions, online marketplaces, and social media platforms that facilitate communication and commerce among collectors. As prospective buyers connect more easily, the 1974 D penny has emerged not only as a sought-after collectible, but also as a status symbol within collector circles. The dynamic nature of supply and demand has contributed to its skyrocketing valuation, enhancing its desirability and making it an object of fascination. As hobbyists, novice collectors, and seasoned experts converge, the transactions surrounding these rare coins create a dizzying cycle of appreciation and value fluctuation that keeps the numismatics market vibrant and continuously evolving. One cannot overlook the role that grading and authentication play in determining the value of the 1974 D penny. For our viewers who may not be well versed in coin collecting, grading is the process of evaluating a coin's condition and appearance, which can directly impact its value in the market. Certified grading services meticulously assess each coin for factors like wear, luster, and overall aesthetics, granting a numerical grade that serves as a benchmark for buyers and sellers alike. The more rare and pristine the coin is deemed, the higher the valuation it garners. When it comes to the 1974 D penny, coins that have achieved a high grade become prized possessions in the world of numismatics, as they symbolize the perfect intersection of rarity, condition, and historical significance. The mystique surrounding the 1974 D penny is enriched by the stories that each coin carries, of how it was produced, how it escaped the mint's grasp, and perhaps how it crossed paths with collectors who recognize its unique attributes. These tales breathe life into simple pieces of metal, reminding all of us that within the world of coins, it is often the mistakes and imperfections that can elevate an unassuming object into something spectacular. The excitement generated by the 1974 D penny has given rise to a myriad of social forums, YouTube channels, and discussions within coin collecting communities, uniting enthusiasts who engage in fervent dialogue about their shared passion. Enthusiasts swap stories about their finds, discuss the ins and outs of the market, and even celebrate the triumphs of members who unearthed the coveted 1974 D varieties. By sharing their experiences, collectors create an invaluable tapestry of information that bolsters the collective knowledge of the community, leading to heightened awareness and appreciation for rare coins. The advent of online auction platforms has also accelerated the rise in the value of the 1974 D penny. Collectors from across the globe can now participate in transactions at the click of a button, enabling bidding wars that can drive prices to dizzying heights. The broader audience, facilitated by technology, fuels competitive bidding, helping to establish new records for these rare coins. For many, acquiring a 1974 D penny has become akin to seeking a treasure, an object that embodies the thrill of discovery and the potential for immense financial return. However, this landscape also invites caution, as it entails potential pitfalls for newcomers who may find themselves drawn into the allure of collecting without comprehensive knowledge of the market. The complexity of evaluating the 1974 D penny extends beyond simply identifying its errors. It also necessitates familiarity with the subtle nuances that dictate pricing trends within the numismatic world. Additionally, it is critical to remain informed about counterfeit coins and fraudulent market practices that have unfortunately surfaced in this arena. The meteoric rise in value attributed to the 1974 D 1-cent coin prompts reflections on the nature of value itself. What makes a coin desirable in the eyes of collectors? Is it the narrative behind its creation, the beauty of its design, or the sheer rarity presented through serendipitous mistakes? Each coin encapsulates a unique story, lending it an allure that extends far beyond its monetary worth. The 1974 D penny serves as a prominent example of this consideration, as its narrative intertwines human ingenuity, manufacturing fidelity, and cultural relevance, leading to a collective appreciation that spans across generations. The legacy of such coins endures not merely in terms of its financial implications, but through its embodiment of the quirks and charm of numismatic history. As time marches forward, one can only imagine what the future holds for the 1974 1-cent penny. Will new discoveries arise that unveil even more astonishing deviations in its design and production? Will the market dynamics shift to elevate or temper its valuation? For dedicated collectors, these questions present both excitement and anticipation, a blend that fuels the heart and purpose of numismatics. The pursuit of rare coins such as the 1974 penny offers collectors countless moments of joy, knowledge, and connection, with each example holding within it an enticing narrative waiting to be discovered. Last, today, we are examining a remarkable gem that has garnered immense attention, the 2005 1-cent coin, a seemingly ordinary penny that boasts an incredible valuation of $112 million due to a series of striking errors and manufacturing mishaps that have piqued the interest of collectors and investors alike. As we embark on this fascinating journey, you may be wondering how a simple 1-cent coin could amass such a staggering price tag, and the truth lies in the unique characteristics, errors, and stories associated with this coin, elevating it to the status of a coveted treasure among numismatics aficionados. When we think of pennies, we often envision them as insignificant coins, often tossed aside or collected in jars, yet there exists a whole universe where the tiniest of coins can hold remarkable value and rarity. The story of the 2005 penny begins during an era of coin production that aspired to meet the growing demand for currency while adhering to new manufacturing protocols set forth by the United States Mint. As with its predecessors, the 2005 1-cent coin was minted at Denver to accommodate an increasing need for coins in circulation, particularly in the wake of a growing economy and inflationary pressures. However, little did anyone know that the production of this specific penny would lead to significant errors, causing it to become one of the most sought-after coins of the 21st century. The 2005 penny is primarily known for several critical minting mistakes that surfaced during its production. One of the most notorious errors is the zinc rot, which refers to the deterioration of the coin due to the zinc content in the penny. After 1982, pennies transitioned from being primarily copper to being composed of 97.5% zinc and only 2.5% copper. This change brought forth significant challenges, as the exposure of these zinc-plated coins to moisture and environmental factors led to corrosion. In the case of the 2005 penny, some coins exhibited severe zinc rot, resulting in unsightly blemishes that fascinated collectors and numismatists alike. The unique degradation process showcased the vulnerabilities of the new composition, ultimately rendering these coins more interesting due to their unusual appearance and the rarity of such defects. The degradation of coins is a phenomenon that captures the imagination of collectors who appreciate the nuances and idiosyncrasies that emerge through the minting process. As collectors eagerly sift through their finds, some discover 2005 pennies plagued by the presence of zinc rot, igniting excitement as they realize they may possess a valuable error coin that others may overlook. Another significant error tied to the 2005 1-cent coin involves die errors, which play a critical role in determining a coin's value. Die errors occur when there is an issue with the stamping machinery that creates the designs on coins. In the case of the 2005 penny, select coins emerge with notable doubling, where details of the design appear overlapping or blurry due to misalignment during the striking process. This phenomenon, commonly referred to as double die, is a highly sought-after feature in the numismatic community, as coins exhibiting such characteristics become valuable artifacts. When collectors discover the 2005 penny featuring prominent doubling of features such as Liberty or In God We Trust, the allure of owning a unique coin that possesses a rich backstory becomes irresistible. The excitement of finding these double die examples propels collectors to embark on their quests for this rare variant, often leading to intense competition in auctions where bidding can reach astonishing heights. The journey of the 2005 penny did not stop with die errors and zinc rot. There are additional fascinating production errors that have fueled its valuation among collectors. One such error is referred to as off-center strikes, a phenomenon that occurs when the planchet, the disc of metal intended to be struck into a coin, is misaligned during the minting process. For certain 2005 pennies, the misalignment led to spectacular off-center strikes, showcasing a portion of the coin's design outside the intended striking zone. Collectors often marvel at these coins, which demonstrate the eccentricities of the minting process, while living testament to the hands-on nature of coin production. Owning an off-center 2005 penny can feel like a piece of art. Each coin is inherently unique, carrying its own distinctive attributes that differentiate it from the rest of its batch. The rarity of off-center strikes can lead to astonishing valuations, as collectors are willing to pay significant sums to add these captivating pieces to their portfolios. The confluence of these various errors, the zinc rot, the double die, and the off-center strikes, frames the remarkable narrative surrounding the 2005 penny, inviting collectors and investors alike to explore this tantalizing world of error coins. As this significant story unfolds, it is also essential to consider the role of grading and authentication services in determining the value of error coins, like the 2005 penny. In the realm of numismatics, grading refers to the assessment of a coin's quality, condition, and details, each of which has a direct impact on its market value. Coins can receive different grades based on the meticulous evaluation by professional grading services, and establishing an accurate grade can mean the difference between a few dollars and thousands of dollars when it comes to error coins. For the 2005 penny, die errors and other discrepancies add layers of complexity to the grading process, as coins exhibiting unique features require expert analysis to assess their authenticity and condition. Once a 2005 penny is authenticated and graded, its value can soar into the hundreds of thousands or even millions, as prospective buyers eagerly seek out the best condition and most pronounced errors. The intrigue surrounding grading values carries with it the potential for profit, inviting collectors to engage in the exciting pursuit of acquiring the best possible specimens. Another intriguing aspect that magnifies the value of the 2005 penny is the emotional connection it sparks among collectors. For many, a rare coin is not merely an object of monetary investment. It holds sentimental value, representing a bond to history, a connection to family, or a sense of nostalgia. Those who participate in the treasure hunt for error coins, like the 2005 penny, often share their stories, intertwining their personal histories with their experiences of discovery. For some, it becomes a family tradition, a shared passion that passes down through generations, stimulating conversation and bonding as members engage in the pursuit of collecting. This emotional investment motivates collectors to invest significant sums into unique coins. As the quest itself embodies more than financial gain, it fosters a sense of community and connection within the numismatic landscape. The rise in popularity of the 2005 penny has spurred a plethora of content across digital platforms where collectors share their finds, strategies, and experiences related to coin collection. The advent of social media has given voice to an enthusiastic community, enabling collectors to connect one another and exchange stories and insights into their respective journeys. In forums, chat groups, and YouTube channels, individuals gather to discuss the nuances of the 2005D penny along with a wealth of knowledge about grading, evaluation, and market trends. As this information circulates, collectors become more informed, stimulating further interest in the 2005D penny and contributing to its collective narrative. Moreover, the allure of the 2005D penny is not limited to traditional coin collectors. It has piqued the interest of investors who view these rare coins as alternative investment opportunities. The volatile stock market and uncertain economic climates lead some individuals to search for tangible asset classes that maintain value. Rare coins like the 2005D one-cent coin have proven to be attractive investment vehicles, especially those featuring significant errors. With limited supply and examples of high-demand error coins, savvy investors have recognized the potential for appreciation, leading to rising valuations, often fueled by excitement and speculation, creating a captivating blend of passion and investment strategy. The unearthing of the 2005D penny has compelled many to engage in the challenging yet thrilling art of coin hunting. Coin roll hunting, for instance, involves purchasing rolls of coins from banks and searching through them in hopes of discovering valuable finds such as error coins and rare variants. The anticipation of discovering a 2005D penny that could potentially yield a significant reward motivates collectors to explore their local banks and beyond, unearthing treasure in the most unlikely places. Stories of chance encounters and unexpected egg hunts have spread throughout the collector community, cementing the idea that amid the mundane, extraordinary possibilities lie waiting. The unpredictable nature of the hunt perpetuates excitement and generates a sense of camaraderie among participants who share their stories, tips, and triumphs with one another. As we navigate the diverse paths of the numismatic journey, it is essential to consider the broader implications surrounding the emergence of error coins like the 2005D one-cent penny.